Good morning. Welcome back. So today topic we will be discussing about NginX. So NginX is a web server. Okay. It is pronounced as NginX, and it's a HTTP and reverse proxy server, and it's also act like a mail proxy server, and it can create TCP, UDP proxy server. It can provide you all like configuration details and everything. So let's go to the document which I have mentioned. Basically, you are aware of that Apache is also one web server. Okay, it's HTTP and HTTPS redirection. So NginX is a new updated version, like compared to Apache is more advanced and more featured and the lightweight, and it has a master process to manage multiple work process, high currents, low memory usage, and it's act like a reverse proxy for our application. Like it can act reverse proxy for the backend backend applications. So it's very commonly used compared to Apache. So it's presently, like if you compare that, mostly applications and the web static applications and most of the advanced application is using NginX as their web server. Okay. So let's the architecture is follow as a synchronized event driven architecture, whereas traditional Apache is to create new process for each connection, right? So these are basic differences between NginX and NginX and the Apache traditional way. Apache came earlier, then NginX came later on. So this is very NginX is greatly increasing up their percentage, like it's taking a percentage more occupancy compared to Apache. Okay, if you compare both NginX and Apache, to the performance, NginX is renowned for the high performance and the low resource utilization, whereas Apache take a lot of medium performance, not compared to NginX, and it take more resource utilization compared to NginX. Okay, and resource user, it will take less memory compared to for each connection it take less memory consumption and make it more suitable for resources constraints environment. Okay. The next point coming to for the scalability duty is and synchronized architecture. NginX scales better under heavy loads. Okay, and you can make it static content you can display on that one. You can upload your static website or any website based on your use cases. And if you are using like a static website, then you can display images, SSE, JavaScript, based on your content delivery, what you are going to display on your websites. And the load balancing, it can balance your incoming traffic across the multiple servers. Okay, it can be act like a mediator between the client and the server. It can be like a proxy, and it can reroute to your designated servers. It can be used as a reverse proxy. Okay, so what it does, it receives the client request and forward them to the like described or mentioned appropriate backend services handling tasks like SSL termination and load balancing. You can implement SSL certification to your websites. So it's act like a load balancer also. Or like whenever they distribute the incoming traffic among multiple backend servers come, it will distribute based on your incoming traffic from where it's coming and what content they are requesting for that, based on that, and the improved system reliable and the flat tolerance overall performance. Okay, both Apache 2 and NginX are both powerful web server. But the architecture of NginX is a unique. It provides you to low based on the low weight. It can be high traffic websites can be hosted on this one, and it can handle static content and it can be load balancer. It can be used as a reverse proxy. So based on that, NginX is more useful for use cases for current scenarios. Okay, current market. And we will go. Our agenda is to install NginX on EC2 instance, and we have free tier. So prerequisite is to have a one free tier account. So we'll move back to the documentation. This is the official website where you can check and you can know what the feature is handling. Is handling basic HTTP server, other services, and mail proxy, and the requested TCP UDC. This is the firewall configuration, configurations, and architecture scalability, and it tested on an OS platform. It's mentioned that it can be run on Windows HP Server 2003, Architecture 64, Linux servers, AMD 64. This is for our use case that we will be using instance server for AMD 64, Architecture 64. These all services are there, and it mainly used for like a lot of organization, which they have mentioned also in their website, that is using by Dropbox, Netflix, WordPress.com, and other website. Like if you're going for any like virtual calling application, then it's used there. If you're going for open video or any other application, then this is the use case they are using NginX web servers. Okay, so now we will go back to our EC2 instance. We will create one EC2 instance. We will install in that NginX web server, and we will try to access from the web. Okay. Meanwhile, I have uploaded this document. You can go to this GitHub account, is Asimakaram19. There you can find the document of this NginX. From there you can find all the details. Like if you check this document, you are having the configuration, how to install NginX, and check the configuration default paths from where you can do the configuration to provide your domains, subdomains, to route your traffic for to the designated folders, directories. So this is the document you can find from there. You can fork from here. Just click on the fork and it will be in your GitHub account. Okay, so what we will do, we will launch one instance. We are selecting Mumbai region. I will mention that in NginX web server. Okay, we will take Ubuntu OS system. This is T2 micro. Oh, I will take one key pair. No, I'll create one key pair like NginX YT. NginX YT, right? And I will download. It will be downloaded in the download folder. Okay. For this, I will enable HTTP and HTTPS. HTTPS no need, because we are not installing SSL certification for that. HTTP required should be on. That means port 80 should be on, right? We will be accessing from the 8 GB, more than enough. So I will review and launch. It's taking installation for the launch. Successfully launched. Let me click here to get the details of our instance server. Our instance is running now. Let me take the access of that. So I'll be copying the public IP. We will use MOBA Extram. So we will click on the new session. From this we will install, we will copy our IP here. We will specify default as Ubuntu user. We will click on this and we will click here. We will go to the download folder. We will click here. We will upload. So we are into it, right? Okay, let me zoom so it should be available for you also. Okay, let me clear this screen. First, what we have to do, you have to become the super user, sudo su hyphen, right? Now you are super user. That means you are root user. You have access for all our instance directories and everything. Okay. So what we will do now, first thing, we will update our packages. Sudo apt update. We will check is this instance, Ubuntu instance, does it have NginX installed in this? NginX is showing that NginX is not installed. So what we will do, we will install NginX in this one. Okay, so what are the command to install? Sudo apt NginX, right? So I'll be pasting here. Just click on the right, it will take that. It is asking me to confirm. Yes. The package is getting downloaded. Okay, this task is done. Let me zoom. Let me clear this command. So next step, this installation is done. We will start the NginX service, right? You have to start the NginX. So what I will do, I will paste here. It will show that the service is started. Okay. The next command, what we will do, we will enable NginX start on the boot. Whenever the server is stopped and restarted or the boot, so automatically it has to be started. We no need for the manual intervention between that. Okay, it's saying that the service is automatically restarted. Okay, fine. The next thing, we will verify that engine is installed or not successfully, right? So this is done. So how you going to validate it? We will go here in the instance, we will copy our public IP, we will paste here, okay, and we will insert, hit enter. So it's showing that welcome to NginX. That means our basic NginX web server is up and running. Okay, so this is done. So now the next step, what we will do, we will see some of the basic where the default directory is there. So as per the default directory, the path of web server is you'll be finding in this configuration files. Okay, fine. What we will do, the default path for this is var/ww. Okay, why is saying var www default path? No, I have not used the command. Okay, fine. var www click. Okay, if you check ls, then it will be show there is a one folder with HTML, right? So I'm into it. Let me see what the content is there. It is index and Debian HTML. If you click here, if you want to display the content of this, you'll be seeing that this is something, right? So what I will do now, just I will open the configuration file, okay, index.all this, and I will delete everything content for that. So what I will do, I will change, let me just see what I can do. Okay, fine. What I will do, I will use a command like echo hello welcome what we will do, we will check the status of our NginX, it's up and running or not. So you will use the command sudo service NginX status. Okay, it will display as the service is running or in the stop mode or which mode is there. Okay, to know the current mode, just enter. It's showing that the web server is running up and running, is active and running. Okay, if you check on this one, if you renew, what we will do now, okay, this is done. So we will go to the path as I discussed before. So cd var, if you click W and tab, it will take automatically, then HTML. Okay, so let me see what is there here. Okay, so what I want, I don't want this content to be displayed, I want my own content to be displayed in this URL. Okay, the one so what I will do, I will use the command echo command, echo hi welcome, just a second, hi welcome to our channel. And what I will do, I will add to the file, right? I want this details to be added to the file. What is the file? Index.html. Okay, showing the wrong command. I think I have used wrong index. So what I will do, I will just take welcome. Okay, it has to add it to which file? Index.html. Okay, so if I check now the same file, the content will be displayed. It should be displayed as welcome. Okay, it's showing welcome. Okay, the file in this, the content is only the welcome. Let me go and refresh this content. It should be displayed like only welcome, right? So if you check here, it's showing that it's welcome, right? So the one task is done. So the next thing what we will do, we will take one website which is hosted free. We can go for a free SSS website, freecss.com. We will take one static website content from them. What we will do, we will go for free SSL templates. The content, what let's say I just want to add take one hospital default. So what I will do, I will copy the download link, and I will go to the terminal. The default folder is here. So what we will do, I will use wget to get that folder into my repository, right? So it's taking pulling that, and if I check here ls, it should display this is the content, right? So what I have to do now, I have to unzip this folder because it's in the default zip folder, right? This zip format. So the command is saying that it's not happening. So we need this tool to unzip, right? So we'll follow the same instruction given by. Okay. Now what we will do, we'll try to unzip this directory, right? So it's saying this already unzipped. Let me check. It's showing that yes, we have clinical website. This is the one. So what I will do, I will delete this unwanted folder. So if you check here, you will be finding only two, right? So if I go to this content, clinic, right, I'll be finding all the folders, file, JS, and features, readme text, everything is available in this here, right? So what I will do, I will move this all content, I'll keep star to where var.html, right? Okay, if I check here, it will be showing that I don't have anything. So I will go back, and I will check here. You'll see all the content is here. But the thing is that it will not get a call to that content. The reason for that, yeah, it's taken. Fine. Okay, this task is done. One more thing what we have to do, we have to delete this content which is default index.html because it can make us issue. We don't want currently, we don't need that. So what I have currently is that all my content for my website, right? And we don't want this. Okay, this is all, everything license and everything is there here, right? So what I will do now, I will go and I will check if the things like if you check here, is it working or no? So let me refresh this content. Okay. Okay, you can go home page. If you can go here, it will show you the contact and all the details. So our website is hosted on NginX, right? NginX is the default web server. So what we will do now, we have done some of the things up to here, we have done everything, right? So okay, we will go and check the configuration file. Does it have the same content or no? I'll move here. Okay, so what I will do, I will just go to the default directory where all the configuration files of NginX is available, right? So just if you click here, if you check here now, you'll be finding the proxy parameters, site enables, site availables, and I have nginx.config. Okay, so we will see what we have in this nginx.config file, right? If you check here, it will be written that And the paid, this is a path, and you have HTTP request and SSL setting, fine. This is a var, this is where the logs will be saved. This is fine. This is also fine. Okay. Okay. Here is already mentioned the like if the request is coming from 84, then it has to click here SSL settings. So it's a default from them, right? Fine. So we will just click X to exit from this. This we already have seen what is content. So what we have to do now, we have to check this site availables. So what the content is there in this site availables, right? So what we will do, we will go for this folder site availables, right? Site available. If you check the car, then you will be finding there are the site availables. Why should CD site availables, right? If you check here, you'll be finding one default, right? So if you check the default folder, it will be showing all the details like HTTP, this is done. If you come here, it will be showing that to listen 80 for HTTPS, okay. And if you come down, you can name here. If you have like xyz.com, let's say asim.com, then you can specify here. Then you can specify the directory where it is located. Currently it's located in var.w. Here you have to change it to HTML. So these are the things you can do in that one. If you are hosting like multiple website in one NginX, then you have to do this configuration file. You have to create one for your own like for application, or you can make for one website. So these are the things you have to do it. Okay. If you check here, default root path is HTML. Okay, I will change this one. So you will have to, so the default root is what? The content is HTML, right? So I will consider, I will add one more here, and I will say it's asim, right? And I will check X to save that file. Okay, so after this changing and everything, you have to create an exalt virtual host is done, module is done. So what we will do, we will enable that. So if you refresh here, you will be finding all the details. Okay, so this all will applicable when you are going to host multiple website in your single NginX. So currently we don't have the scope to do it. If you want, you can follow the following tutorials. You can check my tutorial also how we are doing for Apache. Then you can comply the same thing here, right? I hope these things will this tutorial help you to how to host your static website or your dynamic website as per your requirement or your application in NginX web server. Okay, so now what we will do, we will exit from here, and we will check the status what is there. So you go here and you just check out the status of your NginX. Or what we will do, we will stop this service. So is that my service is working or no? To just, okay, if I stop this server now, it's taking time, and if you refresh your website from URL, so it's here that it's not working, right? Because we have stopped here. If you follow the same command and start the service, then it will be automatically restarted. If you click here, what happened? Yes, so your website is up and running now. Okay, so these are the things you can just check it out. Fine. Okay, anyways, what we will do now, we will go and we will just see that our website is working fine now. Okay, fine. This is the things. So this is a basic tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe and share. There you can go and check my all the videos related to that, and everything you'll be finding. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friend and circle who need this one. So thank you very much. If you need anything else, you can just okay. Thank you very much, guys.